Imagine standing on the edge of a volcano while it's actively erupting, lava exploding every few minutes, the ground shaking under your feet, the heat so intense you can feel it burning your face. This isn't a movie. This isn't CGI. This is real. Welcome to Yasur, the volcano that lets you look straight into its living fire. For over 800 years, possibly much longer, Yasur has never stopped erupting. Every few minutes, it breathes fire. And yet, people actually pay money to stand right here on the rim just to watch it. This is Yasur, a living, breathing volcano that lets humans come dangerously close. And tonight, we're going to look straight into its fire. The first European to lay eyes on Yasur was Captain James Cook. It was the year 1774. His ship, the Resolution, approached the island of Tanna. From the deck, Cook saw something extraordinary, a mountain that breathed fire. He named it Yasur, after the local word used by the Vanuatu people, which simply means fire. But for the people who had lived on this island for thousands of years, Yasur was never just a mountain. It was something far greater. To the Vanuatu, Yasur has always been sacred, the home of spirits and ancestral gods. They believe the volcano is alive, that it has a soul, that it watches over them, and sometimes punishes them. And you know what? They're right. For at least 800 years, and possibly much longer, Yasur has been in almost constant eruption. Small explosions every few minutes for centuries. That makes it one of the longest continuously active volcanoes on the entire planet. Scientifically, Yasur is what geologists call a classic Strombolian volcano. It sits above a relatively shallow magma chamber where molten rock is constantly rising from deep within the earth. The magma here is relatively thin and very rich in dissolved gases, mostly water vapor, carbon dioxide, and sulfur. As the magma rises closer to the surface, the pressure drops, and those gases begin to form bubbles, just like opening a bottle of soda. Instead of building up pressure for one massive explosion, Yasur releases it in small, frequent bursts, usually every 3 to 10 minutes. That's why the eruptions are relatively small and predictable, most of the time. But make no mistake, this volcano is very much alive. It may be friendly enough to let you stand close, but it never truly sleeps. At night, something almost magical happens inside the crater of Yasur. Sulfur gas escaping from deep within the volcano ignites as it hits the air. The result? Bright, electric blue flames that dance across the rocks. It looks like something out of a fantasy movie, except it's completely real. But there's a much darker side to this beauty. Every day, local men climb down into the crater to mine sulfur by hand. They carry heavy baskets up steep, unstable paths, breathing toxic fumes the entire time. All of this for just a few dollars a day. It's dangerous, toxic, back-breaking work. And yet, for many families here, it's the only way to survive. Yasur gives, and Yasur takes. Here's what makes Yasur completely unique, and honestly, a little bit crazy. You can walk to within 100 to 200 meters of the active crater. That's closer than almost any other actively erupting volcano on the entire planet. People stand there, phones out, watching lava bombs fly past them like fireworks. Some even cook food using the heat from the ground. I'm not kidding. You can literally grill a sausage on the rocks while the volcano erupts right beside you. It's insane, it's beautiful, and it's incredibly dangerous. The volcano is unpredictable. A bigger explosion can happen at any moment. Yet every year, thousands of people still make the trek just to stand on that edge. This is Yasur, a place where thrill seekers come to stand face to face with a living volcano. And every single one of them knows they're playing with fire. Even though the daily eruptions are small and almost predictable, Yasur can suddenly become violent. In 2016 and again in 2022, Yasur had much stronger eruptive phases. Huge ash plumes rose into the sky and pyroclastic flows raced down the slopes. The island had to be evacuated. Tourists were rushed off, flights were canceled, and the volcano was closed to visitors for months. The local Ni Vanuatu people know the mountain better than anyone. They've lived with Yasur for generations. They can feel when it starts talking louder than usual, when the explosions become more frequent and aggressive. When that happens, it's time to run. Yasur gives tourists an experience like nowhere else on Earth. But it also reminds everyone, locals and visitors alike, that this is not a theme park. This is a living, breathing volcano.
For the people of Tanna Island, Yasur is not just a volcano. It is a living spirit, a powerful ancestor, a god. For thousands of years, the Ni Vanuatu have lived with Yasur. They have stories, songs, and ceremonies passed down through generations. They believe the volcano has a soul, that it watches over them, protects them, and sometimes punishes them when they forget to show respect. To them, Yasur is not something to be conquered. It is something to be respected. They listen to its voice, the frequency and strength of its explosions, and they know when it's angry and when it's calm. This is not just science. This is a relationship, a conversation that has lasted for centuries between a people and their living mountain. Today, Yasur is still erupting constantly, just as it has for over 800 years. Scientists from Vanuatu and international teams monitor the volcano 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, using seismic sensors, gas detectors, and live webcams. Thousands of tourists still visit every year to stand on the rim and witness the power of the volcano up close. The local economy depends heavily on this tourism, and the mountain has become one of Vanuatu's biggest attractions. But new challenges are appearing. Climate change is causing stronger storms and faster erosion of the crater walls. Increased tourism brings more pressure on the fragile environment. Scientists warn that while Yasur's daily activity remains relatively stable, a larger eruption could still happen with little warning. Despite everything, the mountain keeps doing what it has done for centuries, breathing fire. Yasur is a living reminder that some forces of nature are older, stronger, and far more patient than we are. Yasur is a powerful reminder that some places on Earth are still truly wild, unpredictable, and alive in the most literal sense of the word. We have built towering cities, advanced technology, and complex safety systems. We like to believe we are in control, but nature still has places like Yasur where it lets us come dangerously close and still keeps us humble. Standing at the edge of Yasur isn't just tourism. It isn't just an adventure. It's a conversation with the planet itself, raw, honest, and without any filters. Yasur has been breathing fire for over 800 years, and it will keep breathing long after we are gone. The question is, so tell me honestly, would you dare stand at the edge of a living volcano? Would you walk up to Yasur and look straight into its fire? Drop your honest answer in the comments. I really want to know. If you love stories about the raw power of our planet, hit that like button and subscribe. See you in the next one.